Hello, guys. Welcome to this new edition of The Quiet Storm. You know, we always go through something, but here's the thing there's a little small voice within yourself. Ask yourself this: what is that little small voice that is talking to you inside of you? You gotta remember, there's always gonna be something that you're gonna wanna talk about. You know, there was a time in my day where I had to figure out what it is that little small voice is trying to tell me. You know how there's a quiet little voice inside of you that says, "Hey, everything's gonna be all right," and then you have another voice. That voice is telling you, "Hey, yeah, you say you're okay, but I don't think you're gonna be okay. Don't let's just go ahead and just worry. Let's just have doubts and fear." That voice is a voice where it tells you to do the opposite of the other voice. And you saying to yourself, man, why is this always a topic of discussion? If you look at yourself and you tell yourself this, hey, I gotta listen to a still, quiet, small voice inside of you, then you will realize that that voice is telling you something for a purpose. You ever imagine what that voice would do to you if you figured out why that voice is there? The voice is telling you that you're not alone. You're not hearing voices, you're hearing a still small voice that's inside your brain telling you that you're going to be okay. Some people don't tap into that because we're afraid to be, you know, by ourselves or alone. And that voice is telling you, you know, you're not alone. If that voice is telling you you're not alone, you gotta ask yourself this: why is that voice telling me that? Because it wants you to understand that you're not just by yourself anymore. There was a time in my life where I was telling myself these other things that I would think about. And now that I don't think about those things no more, you know, you gotta remember that every day is something different. Something that tells us that we're never going to be alone. We never were alone, and we never will be alone. See, if you look at the circumstances around you, we're focused on that. We want to be something meaningful, something purposeful, something that everybody wants to be a part of. How do we do that? Well, the little quiet voice that's inside of you that you're listening to is not just something or someone. It is a voice of calmness, of peace, of joy, of prosperity. It is a voice of reason, of hope. Hope is what we need in everyday life. How we live, how we breathe, how we eat, how we survive. If you look at your life now, where are you and how happy are you? You may see someone who's going through something and they may ask for a little bit of change. What are you going to do? Are you going to stare at them because they're asking for change? Or are you going to share something with them that's going to make them benefit later on? A lot of people will look at themselves in the mirror and they don't realize that that person you're talking to is someone that you're affecting later on. Most of the time, we affect each other by the words and the thoughts and our expression. How we affect that person is because that little voice is telling you that that's the right thing to do. It's not the wrong thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And you telling yourself the other voice is saying, oh, don't do that. That's not the right thing to do. Don't listen to that voice. But the other voice is saying, it is the right thing to do. You should think about doing that. Maybe you should listen to what I'm telling you. People find themselves drifting in life, wondering what it is that they're supposed to be looking at. And then there's those people that are the ones that lift up everybody's spirit and keep everybody hopeful and keep everybody going. Those are the people that you want to be around. Those are the people that you want to spend your day with, your hour with. Those are the people you want to share good news with. A lot of people walk around thinking, oh, it's not okay to do that. Oh, it's not okay to say that. Oh, I gotta watch what I say. Oh, I gotta watch what I do or how I say it. No, you don't have to watch what you say. Because let me ask you, what is it that you want to tell someone? What it is that you want to share with the next person? Remember, I had the video the other day saying why I changed my video. Now, if you look at that video and say, oh man, he was actually serious about that. Actually, I was serious about that. And I was trying to tell you guys that there are certain moments that are in your life that make you want to be someone special. You got to remember, we're not put here just to sit around and eat and, go to sleep. We're put here because there's something that is within us that was given to us through grace and saved by faith. That faith has led us to be the people we are because we believe that we are doing something out of respect for the one that brought us into this world. You see, you have biological parents, but those biological parents allowed you to be where you are now. But this one thing they didn't know, that there was one greater than them that allowed them to allow you to be where you are. Now you saying, man, every time we see you, it's the same thing. Okay, let me share this with you guys. We're not meant to be here forever. This is just a temporary place of stay. Temporary, what does that mean? Let me explain to you guys. If you look at yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, you have what is called a season. A season to do the things and ask the Lord to give you something that you always dreamed about. But you have to be the one to make that commitment to Him. He can't just give it to you. You have to listen to that little small voice that's within your heart, because He's telling you something that you have forgotten a long time ago. Now you're saying, oh man, why every time we see you, it's the same thing? I'm not here to be a popular person or to make a lot of views or do what everybody else do. No. I'm here to speak to you as someone who's just like you. Day in and day out, I go through things just as everybody else do. I may not have the necessary things that you do, but I know who I am at this time. I know what I've been able to do. Now, you're saying, man, how do you know what to say and when to say it? I don't know. The words that come out is not just plain words. These are words to live by. These are words to share with other people. These are words that me and you already know. There's a daily walk when it comes to this life we're living. We don't know who we're going to become. All we know is that we're here and we're doing something for the Lord to see us do it. We don't have to impress a whole lot of people. We don't need a whole lot of people to tell us how we should live or how we should eat or how we should breathe. We know exactly what it is that we're supposed to be doing. Okay, just think about this. What is it that you qualify for? You're looking at me like, what do you mean? Do you qualify to do what is required of you? Think about what I just said. Are you qualified to do what is required of you? What are the requirements? Well, look at what you're doing now compared to what you did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. You see, that little small voice that you're talking to, it's not just a small voice. That little small voice you're talking to is the one that's giving you an earful of information to make you believe in yourself. You have to believe in something greater than yourself. You have to give thanks every morning when you wake up. When you wake up, give thanks. Don't just wake up and go about your day. No. I know some of you probably do pray. Prayer is beautiful, right? You sit there in a quiet moment to yourself. You realize, oh, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. You walking from point A to point B, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. Excuse me. The reason why you're thinking this way is because that second voice that you listen to is telling you these things in your mind. Oh, it's okay to look at that. Oh, it's okay to desire that. Oh, it's okay to eat that sandwich. Oh, it's okay to eat that burger. No one's going to know. Oh, man, it's okay to take that drink. Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay to do this and do that. That voice is telling you that because you're allowing that voice to tell you that. But if you look and listen to the first voice, which is saying, why should you eat that? Is that very important? Do you need to eat that? It's okay if you don't eat it. See, that voice is the one you should be listening to, because the other one is trying to get you to do things you normally don't do. The first one voice is telling you, hey, you should think about eating those things or trying to eat those things, but is it really important to you? A lot of things that you think is important is not important. A lot of things you think that is fun, it's not as fun as you thought it was. A lot of things that you're looking at now, you thought, oh man, I'm happy with that. You didn't really need it. See, you gotta buy and purchase things that you really need. You gotta get things that everybody is going to want to be a part of. You're saying to yourself, oh, I need this, I need that. No, you don't. You don't really need the things you think you need. Only thing you need is what you were given, what the Lord has told you in your heart before you were born. Now, you're saying, man, how can I be a part of that? Anybody can be a part of anything. Only if you want it to have just that, what you wanted to have. See, remember I told you guys, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I'm just someone who's just like you, sharing my thoughts and my day. Because all our thoughts are different. We have them, but here's the thing. Do we live by those thoughts? Excuse me. Sometimes you gotta realize where you are in life. And you gotta say to yourself, is that something that I want to continue to be doing? Then you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm up every day. What am I doing with my time every day? Am I doing something to benefit other people? Am I making a change in the world? You want to be that change in the world, that solution to people's problems. Be that change. Become that change. See that change. Whatever that change may be, only you know what that change is. See, it took me a long time to realize that I was the change that I needed to be in the world. Now that I'm that change, I need to focus on just that. Now, most of the time, most days it's kind of cloudy. Most days it's a storm. But today, I'm feeling like this is what I am going through. I have to go through it. But see, excuse me, the motivation you take from it, or whatever you take from this video, is what you take from it. No one can tell you any different. No one can control your actions or your thoughts. No one can take away what you're desiring. No one can do any of those things. It's up to you to desire those things. It's up to you to take away those things. It's up to you to give people what you thought that they needed. No one can think for you but you. And once you identify that, then everybody else will start looking at him like, man, is this guy for real? Is this person for real? Yes, this person is for real. The reason why that is because you're telling yourself that it's for real. You put in thoughts in your brain to share with other people. You put in those thoughts there. No one else, just you. You're making yourself what it is that you're making yourself. No one's told you to do that, but you did it anyway. And you thought that was the best idea you could have. Excuse me. You gotta think about what that small, still voice is telling you. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Why is it okay? Because that's what you're allowing it to be, okay. But if it's telling you you're gonna be fine, then let it be that. Let me share this with you. Let me give you this thought. Remember, whatever your day is like, whatever you're going through, cast all your cares unto the one that given you life, and life abundantly. Whatever that may be, give it all to the one that give you that breath in your body every single day. And I know this is not an easy conversation, but I'm here to tell you that you're gonna be fine. You're gonna say, oh, maybe he's right. I can't say what's right or wrong. All I can do is tell you guys this. I'm just here to share good news with you guys because I feel like you guys, a lot of you in this world need that type of news. And I'm not just saying this because of what I established to become. No. I'm saying this because I'm just like you. A lot of you look around at yourselves and be like, man, is this what it is? No. Excuse me. That's not what it is. It's what it can't be. See, you wake up in the morning realizing, hey, I need to make a change. Because every day you wake up it's a new day. It's going to be something in your day that's going to try and stop you from being what you want to be. And then other people are going to do the same thing. You're allowing that to happen. Be what it is you're supposed to be and what you were born to do. Don't let no one tell you any different. Okay? All right, guys. This is another episode of The Quiet Storm. Until next time, may God richly keep his eyes on you, and may he continue to grant you the courage and the strength that you need to be strong. God bless.